All right, guys, welcome everyone, and welcome to this live. I know there are a few people watching, so we're going to talk about something really special, which is the approach of Malta, one of the country in the world who has gone ahead and accepted the blockchain and cryptocurrency technology. And a lot of companies are actually moving out to this country to set up their businesses. And of course, we have to acknowledge the fact today that it's been a huge loss for India. India lost today one of the very bright leader from India, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee. He was also an ex-prime minister from India. And it's a sad news for India because I think he was one of the brightest leader that India had. He did, I think, a lot many things for the developments of India. So I think everyone in India have a lot of respect for him. So it's a sad news. We have to acknowledge this fact that it's a huge loss for India, right? He was one of the greatest mind, I would say, greatest mind that India has seen. So rest in peace. We have Baldeep, we have Robert Richest. Hobby OTC in India is going good. I think after a few months still be. Another sad news for India is that this news, if you have read this news today, I'm not sure how many people are actually from Kerala here, but Kerala is actually going through a flood right now, and there are 114 people. It's a very bad flood right now in Kerala, and about more than 1 lakh people have been kept under rescue, right? So yeah, I mean, this is a very sad news for India again. Of course, there are military, there are teams who are reaching out for the rescue. 10,000 kilometers of roads have been destroyed and damaged, and hundreds of homes lost. And the Chief Minister of Kerala has requested, emergency situation, and have had a telephonic conversation with PM, HM and Defense Minister, and they have offered all the support. They're also running a helpline where people can actually go ahead and contribute. So that's a sad news from Kerala also. Alright, so after paying respect to Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, our ex-Prime Minister, let's go ahead and continue with the news topic today, which is definitely, and I do think, this brings me to an interesting topic, which is the leaders of the countries are really responsible. They have a lot to do with the growth of the country. They have to do a lot with how really the country goes. And that is why it's so important to have good leaders in the country, because at the end of the day, it's your leader who actually, takes these critical decisions. Right now, the kind of decision that India needs when it comes to accepting blockchain technology, right? I mean, all the countries are taking some great steps. So it really boils down to having a good leaders who can take some sound decision for the country, who can take those risks, who can take those challenging risks which are not easy for a country to progress, because that's what matters. And that is why it's very important to have good leaders, open-minded leader who understands these things, right? So yes, today let's talk about the news from Malta. I think this is something that I played right at the beginning of this video. So Malta is going to have an official blockchain summit on 3rd, 4th and 5th of October. Now imagine this is not a product, this is not a team, this is not a project which is going to have a blockchain summit. Like in India recently, the summit that we had in India was actually held by Nucleus Vision, and of course there were government officials invited, but it was primarily held by the Nucleus Vision. So all the initiative was from the Nucleus Vision. But here we are talking about a blockchain summit, which is the initiative of which is taken by the prime ministers and all the other ministers of the country itself. So as you can see, the Dr. Joseph Muscat, who is the Prime Minister of Malta, he is the head. I mean, it is basically this Delta Summit, the blockchain summit, is being organized by the government officials itself. Now, this is huge. This is for the first time ever that you see a government organizing a blockchain and cryptocurrency summit. So that is why this is big. So this is happening on 4th, 5th, 3rd, 4th and 5th of October 2018. And look at the speakers. You have Prime Minister of Malta, you have Silvio. He is very active on Twitter. If you want to go ahead and follow him on Twitter, I have done a couple of tweets today. Let me show you. Yeah, over here, right here. This is something that I tweeted this today. Silvio Scambri account has been suspended. Whose account has been suspended, my friends? Look at this. Where is Malta? Where is Malta? Malta is a European country. I mean, let's Google about it, guys. You'll have to find it on the map. Okay, it's somewhere in the Europe. It's a small country, it's an island, but they seem to be very aggressive when it comes to really accepting and understanding the blockchain and cryptocurrency technology. In fact, one of the news that you have read yesterday, which was one more top 5 cryptocurrency exchange plots move to Malta's blockchain island, right? So you already know Binance has moved. So here it is, right? So you have Binance, which has already moved to Malta. You had OKX, which has moved to Malta. Now you have a new exchange called ZB.com has also moved to Malta. If you want to find out more about ZB.com, it's a Chinese exchange, I guess. ZB.com. Go ahead and Google it if you want to. And they are also moving to Malta. So yes, Malta is going to be the next superpower economy, in my opinion, the way they are really inviting. And here is an interview with this man here, right? Let me show you this. Okay, there's something wrong here. Here it is. Silvio Scambri. He is from the team of finance over here. Parliamentary secretary. So he had an interview recently with Forbes magazine. Forbes is one of the top magazine in the world. And over here, he really talks about how does he actually plan the regulations. In fact, they have gone ahead and invited all the companies which are into the space, right? Let me show this to you. I mean, I think this is really important. He says the ultimate message we want to convey to investors who operate in distributed ledger technology sphere, like the blockchain, is that they are welcomed in Malta. We think that we have the best legislative framework a country has to offer. Apart from that, the government here can do approach and is very business friendly. We believe in this industry. So it's an open invitation for any country, any company, any ICO, any product. You have any crazy idea that you want to build up on the blockchain space, if you have a startup, you have an idea that you want to work. I mean, if you don't find the friendly regulation in your respective country, for example, maybe a country like India, where we have some crazy ideas that we want to build, but there is no regulation as yet. You know, the RBI is not allowing us yet. I mean, those ideas can easily be moved to Malta, and these guys are more than happy to welcome you. And that's one of the reasons why some of the best and top exchanges like Binance, which was actually threatened by the Japanese government, Japanese regulators. I mean, at one point in time, I actually really thought that Binance might just need to shut down because of the Japanese regulators. You know, I still remember that news wherein they were asked for certain licenses and whatnot from the Japanese regulators, the Binance are talking about. And I was really scared that maybe Binance will close down. But you know what happened? Malta actually accepted them. And now, right now, Binance is, of course, operating in Malta, but they are also opening up a new cryptocurrency exchange which will have a fiat support in Malta. And also they are opening up a bank in Malta as well. So that's quite a good news for cryptocurrency space. I mean, the whole world is really watching that. You know what? There is this particular country who is more than happy to to accept this technology, and in fact doing innovations with this into the space. So which is good. So this is a 3 days conference. Starts on October 3rd, day 1, which is in Malta, which is organized by the government itself. 3 days conference starts on day October 3rd, October 4th, and October 5th. And I was actually going through the speakers list, and speakers list is pretty amazing. So you have Data Dash as well. Yeah, you have Data Dash. Yeah, I can open it on my phone, but I don't know why I'm not able to open it in here. See, it says suspended. It's not suspended. It's there. I can access it right on my phone. What the fuck is wrong with Twitter? Yes, very sad. I had tears. How are you? I'm doing good, Sanjit. How are you? When was he was PMIs to make articles in school? Where is Malta? In future, we'll go for vacation in Malta to exchange Bitcoin. Well, yeah, that's a very good thought. In fact, not only go for the vacation, I think many companies will actually move to Malta because of their friendly regulations. I mean, don't be surprised if in the next 1 or 2 years, I mean, what Malta have really decided is that they want to become the blockchain valley, or the Silicon Valley, okay? So it says in Malta, the blockchain's newest Silicon Valley. So we have to say that, you know, one of the advantages that Malta really have is that, you know, Malta is basically, we are at a point where most of the countries are still struggling and very confused. And for example, let's take about example of India. They are like blockchain versus crypto, and they haven't got anything. And so most of the countries are at the similar stand right now. They don't know what to do with the ICO. They don't know what to do with Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, blockchain. And at this time, Malta is really making the best out of it. In fact, they have invited any startup from all across the globe, you know, to come down to Malta, and they are ready to support you. They are ready to support you financially, in terms of regulations, you name it. It's a beautiful place, guys. If you want to go ahead, visit, and probably just for the fun, it's a beautiful place, okay? It is a beautiful place. There is no doubt about this. It's a small island, and it's a beautiful place. So Maltese Parliament passes laws that set regulatory framework for the blockchain, cryptocurrency, and DLT. And mind it, this is the first country to do this. There is no other countries which have done this. They have already passed a law in the parliament, 3 cryptocurrency and blockchain bills, which were designed to make Malta one of the most desirable locations to set up shop in blockchain space. As simple as that. Donated to Kerala Relief Fund via Paytm. That's awesome, Andy. Yes, I think that is something that I put it on my story today. Oh yeah, ZB.com is another exchange which is actually moving to Malta. Not really moving, but probably they are opening up another office in Malta. ZB.com is a new exchange to move there. This is how the conference looks like, guys. Who is planning to go to Malta? I would love to go to Malta. I would love to go to Malta and meet these amazing people. I think this is going to be one of the biggest blockchain conference that we have ever seen in the history. Probably much better than the CoinDesk, the consensus. Is going to be much bigger than all of those, for sure. Because for a simple reason, because this is being organized by one of the government, which no government has done this. This is the first time a government is organizing a blockchain and cryptocurrency event. And people from across the globe are going to fly to Malta. Imagine the kind of tourist. It is going to be more of a tourist, right? People are going to be checking into hotels. So there's a lot of revenue for Malta anyway. Just imagine millions of people actually flying to Malta. In fact, I am looking to attend this conference. I'm dying to attending this conference. This is in October. Let's see. Who really knows? I might just end up being there. I like to be positive and I like to dream. So this is one of my dreams, I would say. And the dream might just come true. Who knows? But it would be amazing if I can be there at this conference. Don't you think so? My God, this would be one of the biggest conferences of my life if I happen to be here. Yes, it's there in let me put the link in the description. Delta Summit. Here is the link. By the way, guys, you should definitely follow these leaders on Twitter. I think those tweets are really helpful. So both these guys, okay, the Prime Minister of Malta, Mr. Joseph Muscat, you can find them on over here. Okay, this guy is the Prime Minister of Malta. I'm already following him. Awesome. Prime Minister and leader of the Labour Party Malta. This profile is run by the PL campaign team. Personal tweets are signed. Okay. So yeah, here is the official Prime Minister of Malta's Twitter handle if you want to go ahead and check this out. You have the founder and CEO of BINANCE also attending and speaking at the conference. I think the whole China, I think the whole crypto community all over the globe, from China, from US, from Australia, from Asia. You have Data Dash also. Data Dash, right? Data Dash channel. He is also coming. Nicholas Merton. Yeah, I think it'll be amazing event, guys. I don't. Oh, you have Justin Sun also, the founder of Tron. Are you holding Tron? If you are holding Tron, maybe this is a good opportunity to meet Justin Sun also. You have Hirinder Misra, chairman and CEO GMEX. And of course, these are some of the speakers only. I'm sure the attendees lists are going to be even bigger. Then probably, yeah, I think you'll get to meet all top people right now into cryptocurrency space. So yes, I think this is amazing if you can make it. And the ticket prices are not much, actually, to be honest. This is just about $200. I was checking the ticket pricing, and it's just about $200. It's not much. Right, if you click on get tickets, it's just about 200 euros. General attendee, you have 200 euros. That's it. Entrepreneur, 399. I think 200 euros is more than enough to get you to meet a lot of people, because there's gonna be cost in flying down all the way to Malta and coming back. They're gonna be flight cost. All right, so I think the ticket price is not much, just about 200 euros, not dollar. It's euros. So I think euros is about 100 rupees INR or something. Can we have some discount from your end for the tickets? I have no clue. I need to get in touch with them and see if they can do something like this. I have no clue about it. 79 rupees, is it? I have no clue. Is it 79 rupees? I thought it was somewhere around 100 rupees. So a lot of people haven't joined us today, because I think, again, the same issue. I think okay, let me just share this for a minute in the Telegram and see if more people can join us. By the way, all right, guys, I think we're just going to keep it very short today. That's all I wanted to share about the Malta, where the Malta is really hitting. Definitely go ahead and check this out, this interview. This interview will actually tell you how Malta is actually dealing with the ICOs, what are the rules and regulations that they have. How is it that they as a country are able to invite all these blockchain startups and, you know, work with them, while all the other regulators, all the other countries, they haven't yet figured out what to do. But looks like Malta knows what they are doing, and in fact they are inviting all the companies to go ahead and join them. Not only that, they have one of the biggest conference lined up in the month of October, which is going to invite a lot of startup experts. Just imagine the kind of attraction the Malta is getting into this blockchain cryptocurrency space. And I think in this summit, which is happening on 3rd and 4th of October, many people are going to be visiting this place, not just from the purpose of attending the event, but also finding about more about the place, and maybe about more talks with the governments and the regulators, and how they can set up their companies and how they can set up their ideas. So I think this is going to be a turning point for Malta. This event on 3rd, 4th and 5th of October is going to be a turning point for Malta. Pretty exciting for the whole space for sure. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and thank you so much for joining. It was amazing having you. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts here, and I'll see you. Okay, let me just say hi to everyone who have just joined. ₹16,000 for the ticket. Yeah, I think all the tickets are sold out. I don't think the tickets are sold out. The tickets are still there. Buy general ticket. It's there. It's there, guys. Early bird is sold out. There was an early bird, but this is still there. Regular is still there. As you can see, you can click 1, 2, and yes, still there, guys. It's not sold out as yet. €215. That's right. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Go ahead, look for this event, and if you can attend, definitely be a part of it. I think this is going to be one of the biggest event into the blockchain and cryptocurrency space, organized by a Malta government itself, and you will definitely get to see almost all the big personalities, people into the crypto community space. They are definitely going to attend it. A lot of startups are going to be attending it with the intention of putting up their offices and setting up their company there. And of course, you already have some of the top 5 exchanges moving to Malta, like Binance, OKX, and others. Zaby.com is the newest one to join the brigade. So that's all. Thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you tomorrow morning. Till then, take care. Good night, guys. Good night.